All right, procrastination time is over. I need to find out if I need a new piston, and I'm more than likely I'm going to need rings, or I'm going to get them either way. Probably get a new piston too, but I need to know the size of my piston. And I've been procrastinating because I've been waiting to sell this puppy here. And I got it listed high, but it ain't selling. But taxes are coming around the corner, and maybe someone will pick that up with their tax money. Anyhow, today's plan. I need to get this carburetor off. I need to get to that piston and check the rings. And to do that, exhaust has got to come off. Carburetor's got to come off. Decompression cable here's got to come off the top of the head. I think that's about it. Yeah, that shock cylinder, whatever that thing's called, that's got to come off so I can get. I think the carburetor's got to come out this way. But I'll throw you on time lapse while I start ripping this thing apart. But you can get a look of kind of how I want to see this bike in the end. I've been looking at it with no fenders for long enough I'm really liking this view. I'll probably change out the headlight, but I'm gonna make my own rear fender here and then make my own saddle. I'll probably end the saddle right just to cover up these screw holes, and then I'll work this indentation into the paint scheme whenever I get there. But I haven't even cleaned it, so I think I'm just gonna get to the piston. I'm not even gonna bother cleaning it right now. Once I start taking it apart, and eventually I'll probably take the engine out, and then I'll do deep cleaning. But for now, I just need to know, I want to get it running. I did a compression test, and compression was at 110. Spark is there. I don't know if it's weak or not, but I do know it won't spark unless you really kick it. Put it in top dead center and really give it a good kick, and then it'll spark. And I don't know if that's normal or not. Now, this bike is an L version, so it came with a battery, and I've never had a battery in it, and it doesn't really need a battery, but because it'll still spark without it. But it's never had a battery in it. All the fuses have been checked and all of that. Like I said, I have spark. But either way, I know it'll run without the battery because my buddy that gave me the bike, he can get it running. It was just hard to start. And I'm thinking it was hard to start because he had 110 compression. So let's see if I can get that compression up today and get the carb cleaned out. And let's just see if it runs the way it is. I don't have very good brakes, so I won't be riding it. But I'm gonna throw you on time lapse, get it taken apart, and then start taking this head off. Crusty. Hit you with a little PB blaster. See how that goes. Might as well hit these up. Ooh. I might need more leverage for that. Boy, that's on there. All right, let's see what we got on this. There we go. There we go. Free yet? Twist it a little. There we go. twisting a little. Okay. Man, this thing is way too heavy. Listen to that. This thing is just packed full of oil. This should not be this heavy. Let's see how we do on these. Okay. Okay, I like that. Oh yeah. Oh boy, look at this one. Nasty. That thing is nasty. Oh yeah, they came loose though. I like that. Alright, that's pretty loose, yeah. That came off. Basket in there. Boy, I have to look that up. I'm guessing there's only one spacer, or I'm missing one. They lost one and they split it in half. That's all I got. Yeah, you can see here this right side. This right side one is in worse condition. There's more buildup in this one. They're both pretty bad, obviously, but let's keep going. Let's get this out of the way. See how I'm gonna need to get that out of the way. Yeah, that'll help. Get that out of the way. Let me get this clamp off of this boot and pull that off. All right, Phillips. Stop. There we go. Get you free. All right. So these are 5s. Not all the way in there. Torque on it too. Clean that up before I strip it. Hold on. Fits in there a little better now. That. Hit that with something different. Go ahead and hit all of these with a little PB. I'm gonna get to all of them. Give this thing a PB blaster bath. All right, got that out. Let's try the socket head set. There it goes. I like that. Okay. Look, threads don't look too bad. She's on there. There we go. All right, we got it wiggling. I got it wiggling, but this air box, this boot here, it's not super soft. And instead of forcing it to come out, which I think I could eventually, I can see it starting to want to come out a little. I might just take this air box out before I tear this boot up. My intake. It's only a few screws. I got this ground screw I gotta worry about. Just make sure I get this back. There's a screw here, a screw there, one there, and there's a zip tie right there holding that. Let me put down time lapse and see if I can snatch that off. Way. That was the bottom line. Okay, so we got the carb out. All right. Pretty stiff, but not stuck. So we'll hang you down there for a minute. All right, let's get this clutch cable out of the way. All right, I ended up just taking a flathead and kind of opening this channel up a little bit to get this clutch cable out of there. I don't know if that's the right way, but that was the only way I could see. Because this boot, it would have slid out if this boot would just slide off, but this boot is on there pretty tight, and I feel I could probably damage that rubber. And that metal, I could bend it right back. Yeah, it's got an L on this one, got an L on that one, and then an R on that one. We'll start cracking these babies loose. All right. These don't look, these over here don't look so happy to be removed. And there, you got to come at them at a socket's kind of in the way. It's not getting a proper seat. That one cracked. Just not, this one's not getting in. It's not getting a proper seat in the. I'm gonna have to try something else on that one. Was it a 4, 5 maybe? Let's see if a regular Allen will get in there a little better. I don't like that. that. Let's see, blew it out. Make sure there's no debris in it. I hit it with a little bit more PB blaster. Come on, baby. Yes. It didn't give me that satisfying click, but it turned. Okay. All right. You're stiff. You are a stiff one. I don't like that. All right, let's get that one. Let's see if it can come off. Okay. Yeah, I've been hitting this one, keeping it, working it slowly. There you go. You're free, Dobby's free. Not that bad. Oh, nope. I think there's two more inside of here. Yep, there is. Get this out of the way. See if this will snap. Oh yeah. We'll put all these engine mount bolts in a bag. You can see some of them were pretty dry and others look really good. But we'll get all those cleaned up on a later date. We'll put all the engine ones together in a box and other things. Put those together. And we're about ready to pop this head off. Let's see. I'm thinking it's gonna drain oil, but I'm not real sure. We'll see. Yeah, it's leaking a little oil. There you go. Okay. Look at that. It came off pretty nicely. Gasket is still in decent shape. Doesn't look too bad. We'll inspect this in just a minute. Set this down. Take a look at this. Cam globes don't look too bad. Stopper's in there. Let's come around this side. Take a look. Okay. It don't look half bad in here at all. We'll put it at, I put this in top dead center to check the timing, and it looks like it's still, see that dash and that dash, they're still level. So I wonder if I pop them caps. Let me see this chain. Oh, that chain is nice. That's not loose at all. Bearings are in the correct orientation. Doesn't look bad at all. Let's go see if I'm in top dead center real quick. Can you see? Let's see. Yeah, just to the side. I don't know if you can see it. You see there's a T right there. So it's not quite perfect in the window. So maybe it is off just a hair. So to get the rest of the head off, I got to get the chain off. I mean, the timing chain. So let's crack these loose. Came off nice. These are all 8s. That's the timing chain keeper. Okay. Okay. Got those 2 loose, these 2 loose. I don't see any more 8s over there, but I need to get these off right now. Alright. Got those off. Alright, I think I figured it out. So I just needed a little bit shorter of a screwdriver, and the chain is coming in, and this is keeping tension on it like a banana shape. So I'm coming from behind this pulley or this gear here and pushing up against the cam and depressing this, the tension on it. Now, as I do that, I press this button, and then you can see this lift up, right? So I press this button, and I squeeze this over, right, to hold this up. And then I just gotta hold that there while I squeeze this thing here. Let me see. So I'm gonna pull this. Okay, so now I got a little bit of slop here on my cam chain. To get even more, really. Just kind of, you can see how I can pull up on it and get even more. How could I grab a bigger bite is the question. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that gives me some slop in here. All right. A little bit of slop. We'll hold that there. Let's go knock those bolts out. Oh, I seen a guy. I know what he did. I think it's, I'll show you the link, TRX or something like that. He showed me a little trick. Because as soon as I turn this, the cam wants to turn. And I don't want to put any pressure on my valve springs or anything like that, but there is a way of holding this. So I've got that wrench on the cam bolt, and then I have another wrench on the flywheel. So I'll hold the flywheel steady while I crack that loose. We might have a good angle. Let's see. Yep. Right there. Get this one out. That'll get me free off of the gear. Or I should say the cam off. Now that I got it kind of out of the disconnected, let's see if we can get this cam out of here. Take this bearing off, that'll help. Okay. Don't feel too bad at all. Pretty smooth. Get this other bearing out and off. Let me see if I can get it out from this side. Okay, got that bearing off. This one also feels pretty good. Now let's see if we can fish this out of here. Oh yeah. I will say I felt this edge is, oof, this edge feels sharp. Let me see if you can see this. I mean, the edge of this just feels, it's just like cutting the glove sharp on these edges. See that? Okay. Let's get these keepers out. So these keep the bearings in place. Get this guy out, he's important. And then there's one on this side. Okay. That way it doesn't drop inside my cylinder. And then before I take that off, that cam gear off of the chain, I need to get myself a little piece of wire. And wire here. And then I'll start. There we go. Okay, got the gear off. Run this wire through here. So, attach it. Just get it. Put that in there for now. can't go anywhere. I'm sure we could fish it out with a magnet or something, but let's bring you in here for a little look at this. See that? See how it's got like a raised edge. That's metal. That's wear. Don't know how bad that is. When we get the head off, we'll clean it up, but I'm sure that's not good. Just don't know how bad it is. All right, let's get these head bolts off. All right, let's see how if these crack free. Okay. All right. It's coming. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh boy, got it. Okay, let's get to you. Twisting my whole bike here. Let me see. There we go. Got him free. Got him free. Okay. Need some leverage would be nice. Get a little leverage on that. Let's get some leverage on that. Oh yeah, that's much better. Just crack free. The oil in here smells burnt. All right. That one is a little shorter. You can see here. All right. Got this one, which is another shorty. Even shorter than the other one. And that's that ugly one from right next to the spark plug. And that one is the same length that one is the same length as the second one, the second bolt that I took out. So unless these are, those might be structurals. Let me see, these are 10s or 8s. Alright. So these looks like the head is ready to come off. Another thing, need to get this out of here before it drops down into my cylinder. It's just a little alignment pin, went right there. Yeah, I think we're ready to pull this head off. Let's see if we can do it without destroying the gasket. I think I'm gonna be able to get it off the bike without removing the the chain tensioner. I hope. Okay. Let's see here. This side's coming up. This side's coming up. I think I need this right now. Let's just keep it hooked for now. Back sides. It's like it's coming up, but it's not letting go. Something holding it. Oh, it was the cam chain tensioner. It's kind of not letting it go. Oh yeah, we got it out. Okay. Let's see how we did. Oh. All right, let's take a look. Looks like we have quite a bit of little metal pieces in here. See here. Little flakes of metal. Oh, that's probably just some dirt I got in there. This side of it doesn't look too bad. Let's get to the nasty. Those look pretty cruddy, I'd say. This part I don't really understand, because this correlates to this ugly piece right here. Oh, just like some gritty. This, I don't really know what that could be. I know it's nasty though. I don't know what that could be. The top of the piston doesn't look too bad. So far, the cylinder don't look too bad. I'm not gonna put my hands in there yet. We're definitely gonna be relapping these valves, cleaning them up, getting a good seat. You can see how all of this debris, it's real oily, mucky nastiness. So you know it's like from these exhaust valves. But we'll keep going. This one, let's take a look at the bottom of this. I definitely want to investigate this decompression mechanism. I don't know exactly how it works. I was trying to look up the right settings and all of that for it. So that's what's pushing down. So that guy right there, when he moves, so he's all the way this way. This is all the way this way. Oh, I see how it goes. When this gets pulled in, it's almost like it's the wrong way. Like the cam is on wrong. I'll have to take a look at some parts fish on that. Looks like my gasket was saved. Doesn't look too bad. These rocker arms don't look, or whatever you call these jokers that push on the cam lobes. They don't feel too bad. They don't feel flattened out, that's for sure. And the oil definitely got a bit of a burnt smell to it. All right, let's get this head off. I mean cylinder. All right, let's get this gasket off of here. These pins, let's get those off. This gasket off of here, which it looks like it has survived, which is nice. It's 3 layers of gasket. Okay. Ooh, that's an ugly bolt. That thing is ugly. Let's see, I'll show you there. Ooh, don't look so good. We'll see how that does. All right, let's check out this pro tip. I'm gonna put that in there. You can't really get a socket and a wrench in there. So anyway, 8mm. Then I used a 1/2 inch wrench, and then I'll just use a screwdriver, get some torque on this. See if it, oh yeah, I like that. Pro tip. Pro tip. Cracked it free nicely. All right, let's get that out of there. Oh, pro tip. Nice. All right, I think we're ready to get this cylinder off. Let's see what kind of motivation it's gonna need. All right, let's see. Doesn't look like it's budging. All right. Looks like I got it free. Let's see. And the gasket didn't make it, which to be expected. All right, this is the way, and we are off of the piston. I'm gonna clean my hands up, but the cylinder doesn't look bad at all. I can't feel. I'm not gonna get my hands in there too bad because they're dirty right now, but I'll take a look at that pretty soon. Look at that. Piston rings are, that first one's not fully stuck. That second one looks stuck. The oil rings look stuck. Let's see. Not too much scarring. Oh, it took some rubbing on the back. Yeah, so this top ring is free. That second ring is stuck. Stuck pretty good. Not real hard, but it's stuck. And then the two oil rings, they're not sticking out at all. So, just like we suspected, but I'll show you the back of this piston here. Here's the back of the piston. It looks like it's been taking a little bit of a beating. Really good news is there's no slop in that bearing, which means we can stay out of the bottom end. We're blessed, fellas, we're blessed. All right, so definitely need some new rings, need to measure that, and then need to clean, inspect this. Probably get a piston too, even though the piston doesn't look too bad. All right, I'll be back. All right, let's get this ring out of here. There we go. One ring, or C-clip, I should say. Now, should be able to pop out the ring, or the wrist pin. Let's see here. 10. Tap a 10 through there. not beat it up too bad. Let's put some Buster in there. Some Blaster. Sounds like it's coming. It's coming. It is coming. Boy, that thing is taut. I'm using a 10 mil. I mean, you should come off by now. Come on. It's pretty close. Boy, that's tight. That is tight. I think I'm gonna have to tap out the rest of the way with like a screwdriver. Let me see. There you go. Oh, wow. So there's that. And on the 4 strokes, there's no bearing here. You can clearly see the top ring was still free, but barely. Middle ring was stuck, and these oil rings are clearly fully seated. All right, I'm really happy to see this. I mean, this crank was in good shape. Let me see if I can stay focused for you. Looks good all the way around. Feels good, nice and stiff. I think this is the reason why this engine is so loved. The top end will just keep running like that. This piston, it'll keep going. And I mean, as a matter of fact, just for fun, I think I'm gonna check the ring gaps and all of that, and see if I can get these rings freed up, put it back together, and see what my compression is, because I don't have replacement rings on me today anyway. So that sounds like fun. All right, I think I'm going to end this video here and make it a two-part, because I was doing some editing last night and I'm already at like 40 something minutes. So there's your top end breakdown. Cylinder off, head, I don't know what you call that, head cap, pistons off. I gotta lap those valves. I'll make a different video on that. Hone the head, obviously clean everything up while I got it out. So it might be a little while. So I'm gonna go ahead and order the parts, measure out the bore. I'll put all that in the next video, but I'm gonna keep this as the top end teardown. So we'll leave it here. Thanks.